We're just going to wait for some people to join us. This is exciting. All right, let's just see if it's working all right. Hello, everybody. Are you there? There we are. There we are. Hang on, let's just sort out the audio. Don't want that to flip and go mental. Hello, Lukey. How are you? Hope you're well. Can you hear me all right on the gram? That would be good to know, I think. How are we? Are we all okay on YouTube? Are we good? This is exciting. Can you hear me, Michael? Is everything all right on Instagram? Is that okay? Give me a thumbs up if everything's okay on Instagram. I'm without Callum today, so I'm doing it as a one-woman thing today. Hi, YouTube. Hello, David on YouTube. Hello. Can you hear me all right? Is everything okay? Yes, Michael on Instagram saying all is good. Hi, Bandit. How are you? I hope you're well. I'm well, David. Thank you so much for asking. Yes. Hello, Ruby01 on Instagram. You can hear me. That is great. That is genuinely all that I can fucking ask for in this modern world where we have to bloody try and do lots and lots of different things at the same time. Awesome. We are good there. Are we good on Instagram? Yes, we're doing it. It's happening. Brilliant. All right, great. Thank you. Welcome, everybody. Welcome to Worst Day Ever. I'm Eleanor Conway. It is a Thursday. So it's definitely time for some more inappropriateness. It's 8 p.m. UK time on a Thursday night. You're watching this. I want to say thank you to everybody that has given me money this month. I would write a list and say the list. Michael's one of them. There's another Michael. There's Ian. There's Danny. There's I should have written this down. Do you know what? There's Danny. There's Nin. There's someone else. A guy. David said, we met in Edinburgh when you lost your iPhone back in 2011. I want to ask, was I quite hammered at the time, David? I would imagine that sounds like a pre-sobriety me. So thank you. In fact, I do remember that. It was a brand new iPhone in like its box and it was at Pleasance. And yeah, I remember that. I fucking remember that. Hello, hi everybody on Instagram. Brilliant. Okay, so I want to say thank you to all the people that have given me money this month. Thank you to the people in on Patreon who've given me money, the people that donated to the Porn Fund crew. I would like to say I am the first person to have crowdfunded a personalised, customised artisan sex tape from my favourite porn actor. I mean, great. I'm going to be chucking the link up on Patreon because I got the video. I got the video the other week. I had to sit on it for a couple of days because it was stressing me out because he said because it was basically a wank tape of him talking to me while wanking, and it just stressed me out because it felt like because he said my name and everything. It felt like I was back in high school and he was the guy that I fancied, and I absolutely lost my shit. So I could only watch 3 seconds of the tape for like 4 or 5 days, and then I just bit the bullet a couple of days ago. Watched the tape whilst I was doing the housework. Not very sexy, just because I couldn't bear. I couldn't bear the thought of going to my mother's this weekend and having to watch a wank tape to report back on. So you know, I was peer pressured into watching it. Hello, SWP1313 on Instagram. Hello, everybody. Thank you, David. Bandit, how did my gig in Manchester go? It went really well. Thank you very much. It was socially distanced. So I don't think live is coming back anytime soon. I definitely think it is going to be on the internet for a while. Thank you so much to Michael for your PayPal donation. Thank you so much. I massively appreciate it. As you can probably imagine, we are out of work. All live performers are out of work till the end of time. I feel like we're never going to work again. And Rishi wants me to get a job in admin, and I don't think I'm very good at getting a job in admin because my last office job, I got fired for falling asleep in a disabled toilet. So I just don't feel like that's a good thing for me. So yes, the gig went well. Thank you very, very much. And thank you if you are following me now because you saw me in Manchester. Thank you so much. Hey, Head and Shoulders. Hi, Lukey. Smiley emoji icon face. Thank you. Right, we've got a really great guest. today. I'm really excited. Before I bring her on though, I want to say if you enjoy the stream and this makes you laugh and you want to support me and you want to be my sort of platonic non-sexual sugar daddy, then feel free to head on over to paypal.me/Eleanor Conway or subscribe on a more monthly basis and get access to all my secret porn fund updates. That is patreon.com/Eleanor Conway. Right, let's bring on the guest. Oh, mate, David, I am feeling you. I am feeling you with the whole Rishi situation. We'll talk about that very, very soon. Right, let's bring her on. I've got to figure out how to do it. If you're on Instagram and you want to give me a bit of sort of interaction, because there's no clapping anymore. There's no clapping. Hello, Laughs at the Lamb. Hi, I'm assuming that's Eamon. If you want to sort of press the hearts on your Instagram or just pop a little emoji icon in any of the comment boxes that you're watching, and maybe you're watching on YouTube or Facebook, feel free to do that. I will take that and translate that by applause. That's what I say. After 3, let's try and do some kind of interaction in some way, shape or form, right? If you want to clap by giving me a PayPal donation, also feel free. Yeah, man, someone's kicking off the Instagram hearts. I am loving that. All right, build it up, build it up, build it up. And welcome to the stage. It's Pernilla. It's Pernilla. It's Pernilla Holland, everyone. Where are you at the moment? Are you in Norway, where you live? Are you? It's really great to see you. Have you started putting your CV together for your job in admin? Right.
Violinist playing.
Nightmare. Hang on 2 secs, everyone. Hello, can you talk? I don't. Hi, I can hear you, but nobody can hear you on YouTube or a thing. Oh, mate, this is just a nightmare. Honestly, streaming is a fucking nightmare. Hang on, 2 secs. 2 secs. Yeah. Oh, I don't know how to fix it. That's the thing. Hang on. No. Hang on, 2 secs, guys. Hang on, I think it's a Zoom thing. Hang on, 2 secs. Speaker. How about that? Does that work?
Yeah, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Okay,
1,
tell
2,
me.
3, 4, 5.
Tell me on YouTube if it works. Okay. Hang on. Rampant feedback. Okay, that's not supposed to work. Hang on, 2 secs. 2 secs. It's not your fault, mate. It's my fault. Hang on, 2 secs.
I know.
Hang on. What about that? How
What
about
about
that? Shit going on there. Right, hang on. That doesn't work, does it? Oh, can you hear now? Michael, can you hear? Mental echo. Right. What we're going to do is we're going to come back in 5 minutes. Is it the AirPods? Hang on. We are going to come back. You're feeding back now. Now it was working. Oh, for fuck's sake. What about that? Does that work now? What about that? What about this? What?
I'm just going to keep talking. Let me know what you can hear. If you
I
can
can
hear
hear
me.
you. Okay, I can hear
Okay.
Pernilla. I
Right.
can hear Pernilla.
Okay.
Can you hear us both? No feedback.
If-
Okay. So,
Are we
hang on.
good?
Hang on, I'm not sure. I'm waiting for YouTube to tell me there's a bit of a delay.
Oh, right.
Hang on, 2 secs.
Yeah.
Yes, we're good. We're good. I think we're good.
Oh
David
my
says we're
God.
good. Mate, I can't believe it. It's the help of the internet. People on the
Oh
internet
my
helped
God.
me. Yes! Come on! Come on! Mate.
Come on.
Fucking yeah, Rishi. I've got that job in a fucking, I don't know, streaming service place.
I feel like you could rule the world. I'm pretty sure. I trust you.
Thanks, mate. Okay, this is like mental, sort of like all working together. I massively appreciate this, guys, on the internet. Annie on YouTube says, Eleanor, all caps, lots of emoji icons. I'm here. Are my partners, BFD and Gaz, they're two other YouTube people, also here. And they're both... It's really weird. Like, people meet on my YouTube thing every week. It's very, very strange. I love it. It's the power of the internet, mate.
Power.
Anyway,
Power.
right, power. Yeah, so are you preparing to get yourself a little job in admin? Is that why you're staying in Norway? Because you can't do any live shit?
Do you know why? Because you can do live shit here. So that's
Right.
why I'm staying. So I'm gigging in Norway for the first time. Hadn't done any gigs in Norway before lockdown.
Yeah.
And loving it, doing it in my troll native language and English. So yeah, it's going good.
That is great. Hang on, I've just got feedback on the old. Oh fuck knows, David. Thank you so much. Guest is slightly muffled but workable. That's you, Pernilla. That we're gonna have to go with that. You're muffled, but I can hear you.
Sorry.
No, it's not your problem. It's my problem. I should have got Callum back. I should have.
Callum.
Well, it's difficult, man, because you try and do it yourself, don't you? Because you're like,
Yeah.
I haven't got money to
How
pay
hard
tech.
is it? And then it's like, it's fucking hard.
It is really
I'm
hard.
sorry, David, if you can hear my muffled voice. I appreciate you and I'm sorry.
Brilliant. Right, yeah, I feel quite upset. Right, so basically, full disclosure, I'm on Universal Credit, right, and because I didn't get any help from anybody, just because of the way I think, and I've got this guy that calls me up every month, and he tries to convince me to get jobs, like, so the conversation sort of went through like this. So I had a really tough couple of months. I had a really difficult couple of months at the start of lockdown because they fucked up my thing. They fucked up my sort of government stuff. And then on month 3, like, this guy starts calling me and going, oh, what steps are you taking to get a job? And like, what do you do? And basically the vibe was, okay, well, comedy's not coming back. Why don't you try and get a job in admin? And I just thought, fuck, like, the whole arts industry's fucked if that is the basic, if that is what people are going to get from like DWP, and once everybody's on benefits, it's just a nightmare. No, David, I don't get self-employment. I am I'm not technically self-employed. I have a limited company. So yeah, that's it. Brilliant. Right. So what are you doing? Where are you staying at the moment? Are your parents, or are you in a place?
Yeah, I'm actually hanging out with my sister and my 2 other flatmates, her kids. So it's interesting. I'm enjoying it. It feels a little bit like I haven't been back for 12 years, so it's kind of nice to just like play with Lego, connect with children, and just the small things are what matters. My niece, she's about, like, the oldest one is 5, the youngest one is 2.
Yeah.
And you just do shit like find leaves, and they're interesting. Like, it is very good to be around small beings, who are all like, wow.
Leaves. I love that.
Find a leaf, and then like, oh my god, how beautiful. And so it's good. And then actually the comedy scene here is really cool, and I had no idea about it. And I always heard lots of people in London telling me, like, I've gigged in Norway, have you? And I hadn't, and I was always like, fuck you, I'm gonna definitely do this. So it's been a cool thing.
That's
so
great.
You have as well.
I've done Bergen. Yeah, it was like an amazing gig, and there was just like the pay's really good. Oh shit, the cat's out the bag. Yes, David, I did fall through the dividend crack. It was a nightmare, but onwards and upwards. I went to see my family this weekend, and just I know what you mean. My just seeing my nephews and just spending a bit. Like at the moment, I'm in this flat, and I have been in this flat for 6 months, and there's no point living in London if you're just in a small room.
Yeah.
That's what I've come up with.
It is. It's insane.
This week, there's some big news on my dating thing. I've deleted all my apps. I've deleted all of them.
Good girl.
Thank you.
Good girl.
What is your status at the moment? Are you on the apps? Are you...
I am not doing the apps. I am so single. I am so horny. But I've come to that part in my life where I'm like you. I've been sober for about, like 8 months now.
What?
So I just did it. I got to a point where I was drinking. I wasn't drinking massively, but I just had hangovers for 5 days after it. And then I struggled with anxiety to the point where I couldn't like leave my house because I was like, what if someone will come in and like put it on fire? Like it was bizarre. And I just had to stop. And I also I was seeing someone, and then I got out of that. And that was like, ugh, I don't want that. And then I don't want to, I just don't want to fuck anyone unless I'm in love or really into them. And that's kind of my standard. So I won't get that with apps because I don't believe in apps. Apps to me are like terrifying things. I don't get it. Also, I'm a terrible texter. I don't know where to start, how to engage in a conversation. I'm terrible. So nothing is happening. But I feel like it's a good point because I feel like I've done my 20s. I did that. I know what that's about. And now it's like, cool. Let's try a different tactic. How about that? Like let's mix it up.
You know what? I just think we're tricked into apps. Like we all got laid. We all got laid before the apps. Do you know what I mean? Cave women got laid. Yeah. Victorian people got laid.
Cave women, Victoria women.
They all got laid.
They were all into it.
In fact, I reckon the War of the Roses is probably some of history's horniest times.
Defo. They were at it like crazy.
Vikings, they banged a lot.
Sorry guys for giving you the idea to invade. I'm sorry. You guys really ran with it when we did it. It was like banter and jokes.
I think David has just said he's just booking David's an actor. He's just booking his flight to Norway. Shit, we've let the cat out of the bag, Pernilla.
I'm sorry. Come on over, guys.
No, but like, so I've deleted them and...
good girl.
I just feel a bit more clear-headed. I felt quite unmanageable when I was on the apps because it's just this... I mean, everyone's seen The Social Dilemma. It's very much like that. And I think anyone that's sober and is in recovery like myself, you kind of get into... You get little sort of games that you want to play with yourself, like, I'll just do the next... you just get really fixated and obsessed.
I agree. And would you say, I think my problem is with those kind of things is like, I just worry about it becoming a bit of an addiction. Do you know what I mean? Because you're every time you get a like, it's this, I don't know, like, you don't know who that person is, but the fact that they gave you like a like or all of that kind of stuff, I don't know how real it is. Do you know what I mean?
Well, it's a dopamine hit. It's 100% a dopamine hit.
Yeah.
And it's just... I think for me, I'm a slow burn. I think what you see on the outside isn't particular. I'm quite quiet comparatively to what I put out on social media. Like I'm not just walking around going fucking dicks. Like I'm quite sensitive.
I wish you would.
But I just think anyone that kind of I'm a bit of a slow burn when it comes to meeting someone I like.
Okay, cool. I'm the total opposite. I will just like head first. Fall in love, delusional. I'm ready to project. I love love. I love it, and that's what I'm trying to work on for myself. That I don't just like turn a blind eye to like red flags. I'm just like, well, maybe he didn't he doesn't pay for anything, but that's okay. I can pay. Like, it's just not that he needs to pay, but like that was a bad example. But I mean, he'd pay for something, but just like I don't know, like he didn't text me. Maybe he's really busy. I'm like, no, all of that kind of stuff. So I'm trying to like, because I'm I wish I was like that. I wish I didn't fall in love, but second the guy likes me, I'm like, oh my God, maybe.
I do think women sort of like we give too much too quick sometimes, emotionally,
definitely.
more emotionally than anything else. I
Yes.
mean, physically, I'm all about, you know, sexual empowerment and going out there and getting some, but I do think we mentally give a lot of ourselves before the guys. We've just given over to the idea of it, I guess.
Yeah.
Part of what I like doing on this stream is unpicking some of the bad behaviour on both sides from people's worst dates. So, you know, this stream is called Worst Date Ever. So, would you do us the honour of telling us your worst date ever or sex story? That's technically a date.
Oh my God. Okay, there are so many.
Okay.
We'll just ease into it. Dated a guy who like surprised me by buying a star in the galaxy.
What? That's awesome.
It made me like, I'm just not a romantic. I don't like that airy, fluffy shit. I was just like, I didn't know what to
You just said 2 minutes ago, I love to love.
No, maybe I wasn't into him, but like, but it was too much too soon. And I'm also,
what date was this?
Well, it was like we've been seeing each other for like two months, three maybe. But he was ready, and I was just a bit like, I'm not. I like the chase. That's my problem.
Right.
I like the chase, and the fact that he was just all in made it just really weird. And for me, it was just so immature. And I'm sure that's really nice. I'm sure girls like stars in the galaxy. For me, I was just like, that's the most. Just take me out for dinner. Like, take me to a show. Like, what is that?
Mate, what is wrong with you? Like,
I know.
just bought.
That's why I'm single.
Yeah, but like this, I'd love a bloke to buy me a star in the galaxy.
No, not at all.
Like someone I was into, I think so. I'm not going to have children, so maybe it could always be my like little baby. I'd be like, thank you, Arpheus 641. You're my baby. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, exactly. I for me, it freaked me out. And he would also do this thing where he used to write poems for me.
Right.
And he once framed one and nailed it to my wall.
Mate, you are a fucking psycho as far as I'm concerned.
I think he's being unreasonable. I don't know. For me, he was so romantic. He was so like, I love being in love, but I don't want the performative aspects of love. Do you know what I mean?
But
I think that's why I'm.
That's you being as a skeptic, though. You know, you're just being a cynical bitch. Like, oh God, what a cunt! He's just bought me a star. What a loser!
Yeah.
But he's just this really kind, sensitive person who's just like, this woman spat in my face after I gave her a beautiful token of a piece of the universe.
But do you know what I mean? Like, for me, it was kind of him, you know, trying to be more interesting and have this personality.
But you don't know that. You don't know that that's what he was doing.
I thought I would get support here. I mean, no, I tried. I honestly tried, and it didn't work out. And this is just like a warm up. And then I can go on to like some real sexy stories.
Hang on. Let's just ask people in the comments. What do you feel?
God.
What do you think? Whose side are you on here? You on Pernilla's side? Do you think it's a sort of barfy?
I'm not evil.
Hi Mike on Instagram. Do you think Pernilla is just being like is she right that him buying a star for her early doors dating is disgusting?
3 months.
But
okay, yeah, it was my birthday, but still, like, too much. Come on.
Oh, there's no sound on Instagram. Oh, for fuck's sake. I've given up.
Yeah.
Oh, hang on, I'll tell them just to come that's why people keep dropping off. Hang on, come to YouTube.
All right.
Hang on.
How's the YouTube lot?
I think the YouTube people are fine.
Okay.
Oh, I've done it on my test account anyway. It's just it's just an absolute nightmare. So have you got a more sexual one? Oh, the sound on Instagram is fine. Yeah.
Okay. I was dating this.
Hang on. We didn't get a consensus on the comments. David says, Eleanor, you weren't there, so I think David is team Pernilla, frankly.
Oh, thank you, David. Thank you so much. Look, I'm not a bad person, but for me, it was just I don't really like the PDA. Like I love being like in a monogamous relationship. I love to love someone, but when it's like over the top and it's like a tsunami of just like for me, it doesn't feel real or genuine. That was my problem with it. Does that make sense?
Absolutely.
I'm not evil. I'm just like I just didn't feel like we were there 3 months in, and it was very kind to do it for my birthday, but I just felt like I didn't quite know what was going on, and I felt a bit kind of. It made me go, oh, okay, that's a lot. Thank you. But
we've been asked on YouTube. Gaz asks, how do you buy a star? I don't get this. I don't get it.
I don't know. So basically, I think so how it works is they can name a star after you. So that was wrong. So they don't buy a star, but they can name a star after you in the galaxy. And it's like a coupon you can get on Groupon. It's not like, wow. You know what I mean? And that made it even, because I kind of know that. And I don't know how I know that. I think I just kind of, I used to love Groupon before, but do you know what I mean?
I do.
25 quid. We could have gone to dinner. Do you know what I mean?
It's along the same vein of like people realizing that they could buy a title, like Baron. Like you can do that, and I definitely looked into that in like the early noughties. I was like, maybe I could be called Lady Eleanor Conway. That would be amazing.
Yeah, that would be a great name. Oh my god! I'll dame you, Lady Eleanor Conway.
So when I lived in Asia, I decided I was going to become a DJ, and my friend and I were trying to come up with names, and one we were. This
is in your drinking days, right? This is when you were like, whoa. And what day is it?
And one of the DJ names that my friend Matt came up with, he goes, I know what you should call yourself. You should call yourself Lady Eleanor of Aquitaine. And I was like, that sounds like a great idea. Queen Eleanor of Aquitaine.
You could do drag. That could be a drag name if you wanted to.
Yeah, it could be. Maybe. So, what else have you got for us? I mean, I think the team are on your side, frankly. I think Donna on Instagram hasn't said much, but she's there. Laura's there. Loneliness 000000001 is also there. The people on YouTube is still there. What else? What other worst date have you ever had?
All right, so I was dating a guy. I'm going to get straight into it, and we were having a little bit of issues in the bed department. He couldn't get it up, so it can happen. But
no shame here.
No shame here. But the way he was like, we were like kind of like exploring, like he'd found out that something that can help you to hoist the flag up is using a cock ring.
Got
right?
it.
And it's like that's a hair tie for your penis, essentially. It's like
if you ever watch porn, sometimes they have like a little black ring around the base of that. Is it underneath the balls?
I didn't really get a good look, and I think it's optional. Do you know what I mean? It's all I think it is actually under the, now that I think about it. So you get the balls in as well, like it's a proper, you get everything in. Yeah. Anyways, it wasn't working out and it wasn't going well, and this is the worst thing, because basically I was a bit like, let's stop, let's just call it a night. But he was like, no. He was like, I'm on a mission. I need to win. Something mad. Yeah, a little bit caveman-y. It's all right. But so he rummaged through his drawer.
Got it.
Found yet another cock ring. And by that point, I just felt like we have stopped having sex. Now we're playing a game of throw the ring on the peg.
Oh, like, did it work in the end? What happened?
No, it was, I mean, I don't think, it was one of those, because I was very like, well, when I saw that, I was like, no, we're stopping now. We're just gonna chill out. But I felt bad for his penis. I felt like his penis was like sentenced to jail, and that was my pussy. And I'm like, no, my pussy is not a jail. It is a lovely Airbnb.
It's Kew Gardens. You can go and have a
It's
little
Kew Gardens.
yeah, you can have a
Yeah.
little saunter around it. Just sort of
Yeah.
like, you don't need to do the whole. Like, you
No.
don't need to walk around the whole garden. Just go and have a
Not at
little bit of a
all.
look.
Yeah. Have a visit, leave when you want to. It's easy. Do you know what I mean? Yeah, it just why it was kind of like the weird thing was we had such a nice time and we could really easily talk, but when that happened, it felt like we couldn't really talk about it. And I'm very like, if anything awkward happens in the bedroom, I kind of think it's like, all right, cool, let's just work it out. No judgment really, just and it's actually fine. But when he turned into like a sulky child,
Oh.
it was harder to like, I don't know.
Work
And
through
then
it.
I don't quite know. Yeah, that's what I think as well.
Well,
So he dumped me.
Rather than talk through his feelings, he just dumped you.
Yeah.
I mean,
Well, yeah, basically, yeah.
It's not really
Yeah.
bad. I think women, we have to, like, our bodies let us down all the time. Like, our bodies just do our body does mental shit to us all the fucking time. So we're not that arsed when it's like, oh, it didn't work today, don't worry about it. Like, it's just, don't worry about it. Like, the
I'm
amount
a
of
bleeding.
yeah, I'm
I was gonna say, I'm a bleeding vending machine, like operational. Don't know what's going on, don't know how it functions, but it just does, and I emphasize. And I think that to me, like, I think that's the only thing I wish why it made, because actually the thing, I think that's just funny, the whole cock ring, because I hadn't really seen it before. But why it was like, oh God, was just like, it was this awkwardness, which I hate, and I'm terrible at like saving an awkward moment, because as a comedian, you kind of just, you're thinking like, what can I say now?
You have to like, in a gig, if something happens, like somebody's phone goes off or a car alarm goes off, you have to point it out, because otherwise it looks like you're not being honest.
Yeah, and like what, like you know, I was trying to make jokes, and it was just like you know, I know now. I just but just to make it light of the situation, not to joke at it, like just to like, oh well, you know, do you know what I mean? Like, just to make it all right. But
hang on. What jokes are okay when a guy can't get it up? I mean, what jokes are okay and what jokes aren't okay? I mean, what did you say, Pernilla?
I think I just said. I just said, you know, like, I'm scared now of telling the truth. You're judged.
We will judge.
Yeah, I know. I think I just said, like, you know, a bit tired. Like, do you know what I mean? Like, just like a bit. Do you know what I mean? Like, nothing like major.
Boom.
Like, yeah. It's a bit tired. Yeah, that's okay. I've got work in the morning. That's fine. Do you know what I mean? Not a problem. Yeah, I wasn't that mean, but oh God, such a judgment from you tonight.
No,
I'm
sorry. No, but things.
I feel like you should be on my. I'm coming here bearing my soul, and what?
No, you're not.
Okay,
you're bearing his soul. You're like, oh
okay,
yeah, that guy. Yeah, that guy. No, look. So I want to provide a balanced. I don't want it to be a stream just of women like taking the piss out of men. No. I want it to be a two-way.
Of course. I am. Yeah. Do you want to tell me something when I did something embarrassing? Or
absolutely.
I punch? Oh
mate,
my God.
You're smashing these out today. Like, you're gonna have
I'm smashing them out. This will haunt me for the rest of my days. All right.
Go on. Hang on. Let's just see who's engaged. If you want Pernilla to tell us a third story, then can you drop a comment or like drop us some hearts and just let us know.
And this one is about me.
Okay, this is about when Pernilla was a cunt. I'm joking.
Yeah.
Who wants?
No, okay. All right.
Yeah. Drop some hearts if you would like to hear that. Let's interact. Let me know in the
if
comments.
not, we can just chat. It's totally fine. You guys decide what you want. It's your show.
It is my show. There's lots of hearts going on the Instagram.
All right.
They want it. Luke is like, he's on the edge of his seat, cock in hand. That's what he's doing. Jokes. Please don't. Go on.
I'm just trying to think, how vulgar should I be? Okay.
How vulgar? Like what sort of? How do you gauge the vulgar? In what sense? What's the vulgarity? Is it poo vulgarity? Is it?
No, actually not poo. Just like what I was gonna say. I hope your people are, but just like sometimes your vagina farts. It just does.
Yeah, funny fart. I'm all about it.
Funny farts. That's a bit, and it happens when you're not really aware of it, and it's always jarring when it happens because you're a bit like, was that? That was me. That was me. All right, great. I didn't even know what hole that came from, but there you go. It's a very audible sound, and it's hard to be all sexy after that. Do you know what I mean? It's hard to be like, just like,
I'm always,
okay.
yeah, no, I actually don't give a shit about fanny farts, to be honest. What I do worry about is actual bum farts. So I will not fart in front of a new partner. But
Oh yeah.
but what has happened to me and what tends to happen is I hold it in for so long that when I'm just about to fall asleep, I wake myself up with my own fart and I get really embarrassed because the other person's there and I'm just like, oh God, I hope you didn't hear that.
That's
the
funny.
thing. That's
funny.
It's horrific. I just
I
sort
know,
of,
it's a bit horrific. I find
just
things like that quite funny. Just like a fade out. Just a fade out. Eleanor Conway is about to go to sleep. Okay, cool. Wow.
Yeah.
That's great.
It's like my theme tune to the end of the day. It's like the end credits roll.
God, yeah. You're done. You're done for the day. That's amazing. I wish I had that. That's the coolest thing I have actually heard. I'll tell you also, I didn't when did you start having sex? How old were you?
Oh, I was 16 and I was absolutely determined to have it before, like, at 16. Like, it was
Really?
and it was 4 weeks before my 17th birthday, and it was Valentine's Day. So my birthday is March the 7th, just in case anyone's interested. And and I was dating a guy called Ashton Blake, who I fancied because we went to the same Sharon and Tracy club. Do you know what a Sharon and Tracy club is?
No.
Oh,
what's that?
A Sharon and Tracy club. It's like an Oceana, like a kind of like large club that plays chart hits. And what you do is you just keep walking around, checking out people, and then you might go and dance. And then it's very sort of like not chavvy, just towny. It's where you like places in Northampton have them.
Oh, cool. Where you can like meet out the locals. Okay.
Yeah, but it's like in the 90s, so before Tinder.
Oh. So okay.
Were you alive in the 90s?
Yeah.
Okay. I don't know how old.
I was about 8.
Okay.
9.
Okay, so you weren't going to clubs.
No, but I'm with you.
Yeah. So anyway, so I remember seeing Ashton Blake on the corner, and he was wearing quite a nice jumper. I've got a thing for jumpers, and couldn't believe it that like he wanted to see me, and I was like, oh my God. And then I think I was living on my own because I left home at 16. Long story, and it was one of those situations where it was just like, oh, maybe we should just give up. And I'm like, no, we've got to keep going. We've got to try and make this work. It was terrible. It was like lots of softness and just not on his fault, probably because I was just very stressed out about making us have sex.
Yeah, but it's so crazy, isn't it? Like, you're just like, I think as a girl, you're just like, you should know what to do. Like, it's a very weird thing because I remember the first hand job I ever gave, and it basically made me not want to date boys because I kind of, someone had like told me like it's like, oh yeah, you just like get out ketchup, and I was like, oh, okay, I can do that.
You can do something. What?
It's a bit like, getting out ketchup, right? That's like kind of, do you know what I mean? Do you know what I mean? No, mate, that's dude, getting out ketchup, and then I thought like, oh right, I thought it was like kind of like that. And I just remember being mortified when basically I tried to like do this and thought that was kind of like how you give a hand job, and just being laughed at, and just it made me not approach boys, and I didn't like properly start dating and like having sex until I was like 22. So it actually like really scared me. Yeah. I was always like, I was so scared of like doing the wrong thing, and I didn't really know. And like, because I grew up in a really like, it's weird because I've lived abroad most of my life, and I was very sheltered, Christian parents, and then I came to live in Norway when I was around 12, and it was such a secluded, like very tiny little community, And I got like a boyfriend when I was like 17, and yeah, we were like just kind of like just hanging out, and things got steamy. And then because I just made a complete fool of myself, I was terrified to do that and go like I would maybe kiss a boy after that, but nothing like sexual at all. So it really like instilled in me a fear, which is I still carry to this day every time I see a penis.
Oh my god! Well, I don't know. I just feel like we didn't know anything. I mean, I didn't know anything.
No. I didn't know anything either. I had no idea. And like even I'm so ashamed. Like even you know, Karen Hobbs, that comedian. You know Karen Hobbs. No, all right. I think that you guys have gigged together, definitely, actually. But it doesn't matter. She works for Eva Peel, and I did this gig for her. And Eva Peel is just all about like women's pussies and cancer and all that kind of stuff. And it's a great organization. And they had like this thing where you would name all of your bits, like everything,
like the labia and the vulva.
Yeah, I know, like labia, but there's loads of bits. I was just like, what is that even part of my? Like, it was truly baffling to me that I don't really know my own anatomy. Like, that's fucked up. Like, we should. I don't know. It's not like you have to remember it or anything, but just like, fucking hell. Like, how is it taught in schools? How can it be that shit?
Well, you know, didn't they? Isn't it only quite recently that they found? They did a 3D sort of model of like the clit, and it all goes in like your body, and that was only like less than 10 years ago. And it's like, well, everyone knows, like it's all. Well, there's a kind of sexism when it comes to that sort of like finding information out. Yeah.
Yes.
Fuck the patriarchy.
No, but it is true, and I think like the problem then is like I feel like I hope like younger girls like that they're well, I feel like with all of the shit that's been going on in the last few years, I feel like now we have terminology to like, this is gaslighting. This is when I feel you know, that someone's being toxic. Like at least you have like I didn't feel like I had the vocabulary to express my feelings. Like when I was dating someone and I was like, oh, something's off. But now I feel like, all right, I can actually explain what that is.
Yeah, I mean, look, I don't. I think some of the sex I had in the 90s and early noughties, I think I would have classified as non-consensual now.
Right.
Definitely.
Yeah.
And I feel like young women now, they have it so lucky that there's like lots of vocabulary and ways to kind of put boundaries in. But like even just recently, like I've been working with my AA sponsor quite a lot about putting in boundaries with men and sort of romantic situations, and actually being actually just sort of saying, oh, I'm not in, just the simple act of going, oh, I'm not in, I don't feel like there's chemistry. I think what happens with women is we kind of feel like when it's offered to us, we have to do it.
And that's all the Disney. If he picks you, you're like, yep, cool. And that's that's all of like how we grow up and stuff, and like being able to be like, oh, not to like think what he wants, but what do you want? That whole thing, like I feel like finally like a light bulb has switched on for me at least, because I was always like, I was always thinking about kind of in the relationships I've been in and stuff, and especially like dating, I'm always like worried, oh yeah, is he okay? And it's mental that you're kind of, but that's like doctrine.
Yeah, but men are adults. They can take care of themselves. Like they're like we don't have to worry about them so much, but we do overly worry. And I think it's what was I going to say? But I forgot what it was. You know, when you're just like, there was a real bit of insightful shit about to come out.
And then I just chatted, and then we lost your wisdom. I'm a cunt. I'm sorry.
It's fine. No, it's fine.
Just breathe. It'll come to you.
What could we I mean, genuinely, yes, you are a cunt because you don't like people with stars. I totally get that. No, you're not a cunt at all. No. I can't even remember what I was going to say, mate. But I think I do feel like
in helping?
Oh no, it's not. Do it again. Do it again.
It's a star. Can you tell it's a star?
I can't remember what I was going to say, but I think it was along the lines of like telling sort of when we want to get out of a situation, sometimes we'll just go along with it rather than just like will be weird in that situation, and will start acting weird. And I think if we're just more honest at the beginning, and just trust that men are all right to hear the truth, then we'll be all right.
And sometimes also, like, you go along with it and then you don't think, and then it like happens afterwards. You're like, oh, actually, that wasn't quite right. Like, I'm working a lot, like, for example, moving home to Norway has been like a huge transition for me. And I didn't realize, like, I was feeling like, fuck, I feel so sad about everything that's going on in the world. I just feel like this fucking sucks. And I was just crying. And no, it's fine. And my sister's like, what? You're upset? Am I? And like, tears are literally streaming down my eyes. I'm like, am I upset? Are these my feelings? And to just like, oh yeah, I'm upset, and that's okay, without like having to be like, no, I'm fine, and I'll just like strap myself together and like carry on, and that all of that kind of stuff, because that like hit me, just like a ton of bricks. And I didn't even realize or acknowledge that I was feeling like, fuck, everything is dystopian and I don't know where I fit in anymore. But that's okay. But yeah. Was that like a shut up? Was that
no. That was a visual response to David on YouTube.
Really?
He just went, the thoughts of Chairperson Conway. I'm not sure what he meant, but I like the idea of being called Chairperson Conway. It feels like a sort of a head of a communist regime, but a really kind one.
I would follow it.
No, I know. Look, it's mental. I do feel like I feel like don't be fearful. Like everyone's in it together, and like you can't. The overwhelm of emotion is natural because there is a fear of the unknown, and we don't everything's moving. But one thing that we can take into account is that, like, or to take solace in, is that we're all in it together.
Yes.
And actually, this is probably the reshift that everybody needs. Like, I went home the weekend, I'm thinking, I'm seriously rethinking living in London. I'm like, why am I living in London in a room? I'm like, live comedy. Like, Catherine Ryan announced live shows today for 2022.
Yeah.
I'm like, oh, okay, right. That's a bad sign. That means somewhere someone is having chats at that level where they think that live stuff won't be coming back next year. So,
yeah,
I don't know.
No, you're absolutely right. More sex stories? What do they want? What do your people want?
I don't know what the people want. Lukey says, how old are you? I'm not sure who he's talking to, whether it's me or you, Pernilla.
Okay.
How old are you, Pernilla?
I'm 31.
31, 42 over here. What else? Anyone got any questions? Gaz says always be honest. I prefer it when women take the lead. Ah, good.
Yeah.
Love it.
I agree.
David's just said that he's arrived at Oslo Airport. I've had to
text.
Has anyone got any questions?
Oslo.
Yeah. Are you really in Oslo?
Yeah, I'm in Oslo, mate. Hi.
Hi.
I'm doing shows. We can do like a social media thing afterwards.
Yeah, absolutely.
If you wanted to come.
Yeah, what are you doing in Oslo? What are you doing show-wise over there?
I am really excited. I am doing, so I guess the show that was supposed to be this Edinburgh Fringe that I've completely torn apart and I'm doing nothing of. I've kind of rewritten, and in a month's time, I'm doing it in Oslo on the 11th of November. I'm really excited. I'm doing
that's great.
Show. I know.
So that's brilliant. Are we allowed to fly to Oslo? Can I come and do some shows in Norway?
Yeah. I mean, well, you'll have to quarantine for because they are absolutely like Gestapo. That's not a nice thing. Not with the current climate and Proud Boys and Trump and whatnot. But basically, they're really strict. So if you don't mind quarantining for 2 weeks, come.
Hang on, but who pays for the hotel? Or can you just say you're quarantining? Or are there special hotels you have to pay shitloads of money for?
Shitloads of money, that one.
Oh. Yeah.
Sorry.
Yeah, it's going to be Norway price, isn't it? Oh, for fuck's sake.
I know. But I it's been weird because I'm performing in Norwegian and it's just like, oh, wow.
Hang on, so how does that work? Is it you?
I don't know, mate.
Are you having to learn how to relearn how to be funny in a different language? I'm always in awe of people that can do.
No,
to
it
civil
felt quite
language?
natural. It felt quite natural. It's just like understanding what it feels like. It feels like you're playing. This is the best description.
Right.
So you're playing, it's like you would be playing My Heart Will Go On by Celine Dion. So in my English voice, it's like on the piano. And then in my Norwegian voice, it's like on the flute. Do you know what I mean? So it's like the same shit, just the different words and sounds. And what it feels like, it's kind of unlocking a different part of myself that I've never used in London because I can't. And yeah, so it's kind of I'm like really like having a lot of like moments of like, yeah, like this is the true voice of what I'm trying to say. Yeah, all of that. So I worry lockdown has made me even more like, what am I? La la la. And I hate that. I hate that shit. I am so worried. I just need to I'm gonna try and get a job here as well, just to like keep things afloat
Do,
and
do,
just
do,
try.
well, yeah. Well, look. I mean,
Differently.
yeah. I mean, if you can make it work. I mean, you know what could happen. You could just end
Yeah,
up absolutely building a following and
yeah.
becoming massive in Norway, and
It's just,
actually, yeah, and never coming back to the UK or coming to
oh my
visit.
God, so crazy.
Um,
That is
Be-
crazy.
Beth has asked on Instagram, "Are you different,
Hmm.
sexy in different languages?" I don't know
Oh my
quite
God.
that means, but
No,
I'm
I
assuming.
do.
Do you?
I do. I
What does that
do.
mean?
What it means is like, are you okay? Cool. So, well, all right. I fucked a Norwegian guy a few months ago, right? And oh my God. Okay. So,
Go on,
what's her name? What's her name?
Beth. She's
The
on
girl.
Instagram.
Hi, Beth. Right, Beth. Okay. So I fucked a guy, a Norwegian guy, and it felt more like it felt more like because it was
Well,
like
stop,
my
stop, stop. Hang on.
naked
Sorry, say that again. So, fucking a Norwegian guy is like what?
like like because what it is it's my own like native language, so it just felt more like yeah because it I find fucking British guys yeah I find fucking British guys it's like I don't know it quickly goes into like land of that not land of porn but it's like you know yeah yeah or like I'm not very talkative. All right, that's Eleanor Conway's description of what I'm trying to say. But I
Hang,
find like no,
hang
I
on.
just feel like
Pernilla, if fucking an English guy was a noise, what noise? Because I'm going to edit this. It's going to be really funny. So
really
if
okay,
yeah, so if fucking an English guy is a noise,
right, yeah.
what is it?
I
Hang
just
on. What
oh
is
my
fucking
god,
an
I
English like? Stop, let me talk. What what is fucking an English guy like?
no, that's a Norwegian. Yeah, no, fucking English guy is very like yeah, yeah, like that, and it's a little bit
Hang on,
on
what do you
top.
mean?
What am I trying to say?
Like yeah,
God,
yeah, baby, yeah, baby.
yeah, yeah, maybe like that. Yeah, baby. Yeah, yeah, like that. And I don't know. It's not as like I feel like Beth. I'm coming back to you. I fucked a Norwegian guy, and it was really weird having being able to like speak Norwegian to another person who understands you, and you just it was like a stronger connection because of the
Ooh,
language. Isn't
because
that
you're
fucking crazy?
no, it makes complete sense. Like
Yeah.
usually,
Okay. Cool.
what?
Okay.
So
Cool.
are you like banging? Are you when you're having sex with a British guy? Are you just
Well,
saying tropes or like are you they don't
I'm
ask you to
I'm
do it
not
in?
very vocal. I don't really like talking during sex, but like
I do.
what I will say is that I just I for me I just like I can't be as free. That's what I'm trying to say. I can't be as free as I am in Norwegian, which I discovered, and that was really weird because I haven't fucked a Norwegian guy for like years. So that was like a I was like, whoa,
Ooh.
what's in here? Like where this other person came out. I was just like yeah, I went there. So that was interesting. Beth, I hope that answered your question. So yeah, I would say that I just because in English, I feel like I don't feel like the vocabulary or the words can do it the same way the Norwegians do it.
No, I agree. I remember having sex with a French guy once and going, "Wow, that was like completely different."
Yeah.
I had sex with a polyamorous guy the other day who was quite a lot younger, and he said his girlfriend said it was Brazilian or something, and was just like English men fuck so shit, like they fuck like they're watching porn all the time. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. I kind of get, what do I get the feeling of? Like, I no, I feel like some are really good, but some are just like, I mean, either it's good sex or it isn't. I don't think like the vocalization is like the key to having like either you
Ooh.
are good at it or not. I personally think, and if I like you, I like on I'm on board. I'm on your side. You know what I mean? But I did feel like a part of me, like this 2020, one good thing came out of this year. It's that I got a tan. Yeah, yeah, I
When?
got a tan,
When?
and
What have you got a tan now?
and no, but I
Right.
had one like for a few weeks, for 2 weeks, and that was the goal. That was it for 2020 for me. And that I fucked a Norwegian, and it actually was it was hot.
So
I had like
go on.
good sex. No, I was just gonna say I had at least good sex, and then now I'm in a drought, and it's like I'm just in the desert. Nothing's happening, and it's kind of, I want it not to happen. I'm not seeing anyone. I'm not out there. I'm not
Yeah, yeah.
flirting. People when boys come up to me, I literally turn into like a
Spit in
doctor
their
who
face.
has, yeah, I turn into like a very empathetic doctor who has some bad news to tell you. So yeah.
Beth says, "Excellent. That is what I mean." She
Okay,
says
cool.
she prefers the Maltese and the Welsh. Well, Beth, there's David on YouTube. He's Welsh. Maybe you guys could hook up. I've got a feeling that David's gay though, because I might remember that, but I might lie. My mind's not so good. Gaz says Brazilians go delicia. Oh, delicia.
Love it. Yes, Brazilian people. Lovely. What words do you like to hear in bed? What words do you like to hear?
I'm a bit of a dirty talker, so the
Yeah.
polyamorous guy, he was like, just let you know, I'm not a vocal person, but that stresses me out because I can't, like, I sort of I only know by cues of like the dirty talking words, which I'm not going to repeat
Yeah.
because I don't want
No,
everybody.
you don't have to.
I don't want everybody that's watching to
I will judge you, but that's what I'm kidding.
I don't want everybody to watch this just to sort of spontaneously sort of come
No,
because it's going to
no,
be so
of course.
sexy.
Don't. No, penis is away.
And
All
vaginas.
vaginas.
Anyway,
All vaginas.
yeah. So
Everything.
so it was yeah. So I like vocal just so I know that I'm doing the right thing.
No, I think that's cool, and I think like the more like, but what we're tapping into is you want to feel free, and that's the same thing with me. So when I was, maybe I feel more like if you feel like when you can be vocal, you feel free and you feel like okay, you're on the same wavelength. We're doing this together. And for me, I just it comes down to how comfortable are you with that person. That's all it comes down to. Do you know what I mean? And I think maybe when I was with a Norwegian, just that I haven't been with one for like 10 years, like it's been ages, that it was just like, oh fuck, like there are a lot of similarities which you just get from like coming from a certain place, whether it be your hometown, a country, a continent, or whatever. There is like, and it's not stuff that you can really say. That's what's weird about it. It's like actually just like a feeling, like, and it's not something that you can specifically pinpoint. It's just like
I like
intangible.
Like I don't think I could come if it was a bad accent that was dirty talking to me. If it was someone that
fair enough.
like a Dudley accent, no offense Dudley, but like just to concentrate on the
Birmingham? What about Birmingham?
I want to concentrate on the positive. So for like my top 3 hot accents are maybe Scottish, sort of Texan.
Oh my god!
Oh my god, David from YouTube just texted me. How the fuck have you got my number?
Oh my god, David! Oh my god, that's so funny.
I don't know. I mean,
to
be honest, half of Shoreditch has got my number. I think my top sort of accents are Scottish. What are your top accents? If you could rank your top 3 accents, what would you rank them at? Can you put in the comments what your top accents are?
We want to know. All right. I just know what makes me go, oh, right. I'm not. I hate German accents. I hate so many. I hate Australian accents. I don't think I could. That just turns. It makes my vagina shut like a just like a clam. I just know the accents I don't like. Let me think of the ones I do like.
You gotta
I
keep
a
talking because
Texan.
keep talking because I'm trying to get back on Instagram.
Oh
Keep
right.
talking. Yeah, keep talking. Fill some
So
time.
so I agree. Texan is very hot. I agree. Edinburgh is pretty good. I think like
I appreciate.
Irish.
Yeah, I appreciate the accent demos as well. That was good.
Yeah, yeah. What's the crack? That's hot. That's pretty hot. And then I think I'll have to go with like I like. Do you know what? I love an accent that's like transatlantic. I don't know where you're from, you mysterious man, but
What
I'm
like
into it.
what like American or like
Yeah,
Canadian?
but also like I've lived in I'm American, but also I've been traveling a lot to Europe, so it's very neutral, and I don't quite know where you're from, like that kind of vibe. I'm like, okay, you are a mystery, and I want to solve it. You know what
I love that. Hang on, two
Yeah.
secs. Keep talking for like.
I mean?
Keep talking.
Okay, but then there are accents I don't like. I don't like German accents. I don't like Swedish accents. I
Why
don't
don't, hang on,
like
how can you tell what a Swedish accent's like? What
because
like?
because we speak practically the same language, and they're just like mean, some Swedish people are cool, but just like the people up north, I just basically I don't understand them. That's why. Or actually, I understand them. They don't understand me.
Is that
And
why you don't like them?
technically, yeah, basically, yeah, because like and that comes. That's like how Welsh and English and what it is to be Scottish and English. We've got also that rivalry that you guys have.
Oh, really? Is that to do with
Yeah,
what?
yeah, yeah.
Is that to do with the
So
olden days?
we were yeah, olden days we carry a grudge, and it's like we were always like the idiots, and then like we made it on our own. Do you know what I mean?
Do you watch?
And they won't.
Do you watch the season Vikings? Do you watch that thing?
No, I
Is it?
haven't really gotten into it because for me it's just so like it's like so Americanized what it is, and I'm just a bit like I like Norseman. Norseman is much more funnier.
Is it?
Have you seen that? Yeah, it's really good. I just think it's like such dry humor, and that's much more what we're about. We're not the Viking show. We're much more about like dads in suburbia, but dressed up as Vikings.
Okay.
Just like,
I think we're back
yeah.
on. I think we're back on Instagram, guys.
Are we
Fucking
back?
yeah, mate.
Are we back?
Let's see. Let's
Okay.
see. All right. So, what are people saying on the old chat? Gaz likes Italian, Brazilian, Vietnamese, and Northern
Ooh.
Irish. I think Gaz. I've sort of known Gaz for a little while now. He's always on my YouTube. I think he likes everyone. Yeah. I mean, yeah. There's just chat going on there. I think for me, definitely Scottish, American, and maybe Irish. I really do like a Belfast accent.
But I'm the same. Like honestly, I dig that. I dig that. And then that transatlantic, like I don't know, like someone with a kooky little accent. I'm a bit like, where are you from? Because people always ask me in London, like, where are you from? And I'm like, I don't know. I've lived here for majority of my life, but I am technically Norwegian.
I quite like a New Jersey accent. I think for some reason,
Yeah,
like I'm from New Jersey.
New Jersey, a
I'm
hot
from
dog.
from New Jersey.
But I totally dig that. I don't like the LA accent. I don't like the East Coast. Is that East Coast? Yeah. West Coast? No, where's New York? Okay, sorry, I'm like frazzled. But yeah, like the LA. Where are we? Okay, yeah. So LA accents like that vocal, probably like the Kardashians. That to me is a so like I can't even do it.
You just
I
love
can't
it.
hack it.
You love it.
No.
I love it. Hang on.
Yeah.
So hang on. Instagram a moment. Oh God, I can't. Honestly, the tech today has been a bit of a nightmare. I'm sorry for everybody. I'm sorry.
I'm gonna applaud you because I think you did a really good job, and I think I've enjoyed it.
You think? Yeah. Thank you. No. Thank you. Thank you. I think I've
And
been
I
a bit
think,
on edge.
but I have enjoyed it.
I'd really prefer
I
you to say
felt,
that you have enjoyed it, right?
I know, I definitely have enjoyed it, and I felt like I was vulnerable. I expected lots of love, didn't always receive it. Not gonna lie, I'm kidding. But I feel like I told you about the Galaxy Star guy. I told you about the poetry guy. I told you about the first hand job. I told you about the cock ring. I feel like I do a good job.
I think
And
you did a great
fanny
job.
farts.
And fanny farts, and we had a really sort of beautiful boundary chat about fanny farts.
We did.
Yeah,
So
and I
something good came out of that. You know what I mean?
I think there was a real
We put the world.
feminist take on fanny farts.
Yeah, yeah. And I feel like I kind of like what you said as well about like you're all about pro kind of go out there and pillage dick, which is really what I'm also absolutely for. But right now, I'm just having like a break, and I kind of like that. And if Cardi B wet ass pussy taught us anything, which is the gift of 2020, it's
Yeah.
that like be sexy, do what you want on your own terms, and demand what you need. And I think that's like really good. I loved your stream, by the way. I loved you dissecting the Cardi B. I loved it. I thought it was so good.
Oh, really? Because I was really embarrassed
Yeah.
about that. I was like, I wasn't sure if that was any good or not. But
Yeah,
like,
me too.
well, thank you, because it didn't get a million views, so I was a bit like, oh, I'm a failure. But that's what we do now, isn't it? We go, oh, I'm going to do this thing, and then if it doesn't get a million views, I'm a fucking piece of shit, dog shit. But thank
Wait, have you got a million views on the video?
No, I wish I had.
Okay.
No, I wish I had.
I'll watch it and keep watching it for you, just to like get you up.
Yeah, we need to balance out some of the success of Nigel Ung, who is absolutely killing it at the moment on YouTube.
Yeah, he is, isn't he? He's really good.
Yeah, he's amazing. What was else I going to say? We have learnt a lot. We've learnt a lot about you. We've learnt a lot about stuff. And that's pretty much it, I think. Where can we find you online?
Right. Cool. So all my social media is at pdogcomedy. It's just my vibe. P, the letter, dog, the animal, comedy, the ha 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 ha. And Facebook, the Twitter, the Instagram. I'm so impressed that you're not only doing Twitch, you're doing YouTube and Instagram all at the same time.
Mate, I'm juggling. No fuckers come from Facebook though. It's all YouTube, and I had one dude that I had to block on Twitch.
I love it. I don't even know where to start. I'm trying to I have a Patreon and like a PayPal thing, and it's all on the social media. You can find it, and my website www.pernillaholland.com. And that's what I mean. Like, I'm so impressed by the creativity of everyone I've seen, what they're doing. Like, it is challenging. You're having to challenge yourself in such a broader way and like create online content, and you are, and I'm really proud of you.
Oh,
I'm really
thanks, love. Well, I'm really proud of you for smashing up the only live scene that remains in Europe.
I mean,
or
for how
outside Europe.
long?
Yeah, Norway's not in Europe, is it?
No, all kind of half. But I think like stuff is happening in Berlin and things like that.
Is it? Let's get a flight to Berlin.
Yeah, I feel like you need to do a little tour.
Oh God, the thing is, I want to write a new show. I'm sort of done talking about being a sugar baby. It's happened too long ago now. I want to move on.
Yeah, but that's what I felt as well. Like, I felt I had this whole show, and it was a cool title. It was like Scandalous, and
Great
it was all
title.
like, it starts off with the story of doing mushrooms on a beach in Cyprus. And that was like the kicking off of that, and it was all a bit. I think what I am trying to say is better articulated now than it was 6 months ago. So I feel like I can't do that material because it's like you've grown out of it, or it needs a fresher. You need to take this whole experience and then let it cook and then like articulate it with everything you've got. Like, yeah, I'm like a drama teacher. I'm like, just
gotta let it percolate.
I hate myself. Oh my God.
Don't hate yourself.
I heard myself. You are editing this. You're deleting that. I suck. But yeah. But don't you feel different from yourself in April? Like, you feel fucking different. I feel fucking different.
Yeah, I feel fucking scared and fucking paralysed.
Right.
And unhappy.
Pretty good, but okay, cool.
Sorry. No, I
Right.
feel resilient. I feel resilient.
Good.
I feel
Thank
upbeat.
you.
I feel
Give me those
energetic.
positive words. Yes.
Prog Comedy. Oh, Rob says he's just subscribed to Prog Comedy. I don't think that's
No,
stuff.
it's P dog. Oh, for fuck's
P Dog.
sake.
P Dog.
P dog. Should I like write it?
That's how I've typed it. P Dog Comedy.
Seconds.
She's going to write it on something.
I'm gonna
great. If you want to subscribe to the stream and help support me so I can get flipping tech on, I'd really, really love that. Feel free to drop me a donation at paypal.me/Eleanor Conway.
Loads of you are following me already. That's really kind. Some of you found me.
And then if you want to subscribe to my Patreon, I'm going to type it in the box now. It's patreon.com/Eleanor Conway. Brilliant. Right. I think we're going to head off now. Thank you so much, my love. Thank you for coming on.
Thank you. Thank you for having me. Thank you. I'm done. I'm kidding. Thank you so much for having me. I wasn't ready to be as vulnerable as I was, and then I wasn't really vulnerable, and then it felt a little bit like I got into it. But I'm happy it took I felt like if you just given me 5 minutes, we wouldn't have gone so deep, and I felt like we went there. So I appreciate it.
Yeah, thank you. Thanks. All right, I'm gonna flip the switch. Thank you so much, Pernilla.
Bye.
Hopefully you'll come on again if you have the time and want to. We'd love to have you on again.
Yeah, definitely.
But next time, we'll see you all next time. Bye, everyone. But no, stay on. No, I'm staying on. I'm staying on. Pernilla's going. Don't leave. Yeah, bye. Pernilla's gone. Right. Awesome. All right, thank you so much to Pernilla. That was really great of her to come all the way from Norway to join us on the Worst Day Ever stream. Thanks so much for dealing with me and my fucking bullshit tech. Just a nightmare as bloody usual. I might try and get Callum back on. I miss him so much. If you would like to support my stream so I can eat food, feel free to drop me a donation, paypal.me/Eleanor Conway, or sign up to my patreon.com/Eleanor Conway, where you get access to exclusive content. Most recently, the crowdfunded porn fund update. Those clips are all on PayPal, on Patreon. If you drop me a little donation on PayPal, I will give you access to all those links. Thank you so much for the people that continue to support. Feel free to come back every Thursday at 8. I'm going to be starting to add more streams and more podcasts in the mix. Thank you, Annie. Thank you to the wonderful Michael on Instagram, as usual, and the other Michael, I think, who's I've stolen from OnlyFans. Thank you to Beth, all the regulars on Instagram. I can't remember, I wasn't really looking at that screen enough. To Gaz, to Annie, to David, stop texting me, to Rob, well, at least through the stream anyway, to Michael, thank you so much for the PayPal donation so far. To Michael White as well, thank you so much for the in-stream donation. That is pretty much it. Thank you so much. Rob said he saw the Patreon. It's good. Basically, I got a crowdfunded Patreon, a crowdfunded sex tape made for me by my favourite porn star, Owen Gray. And it's been a journey. All the clips are on my Patreon. You can go and have a look. All right, listen, I'm going to go now because I feel like I've talked too much. Thank you so much for tuning in and just being brilliant and just being here every Thursday. I'll see you next Thursday. Genuinely, you need to come back next Thursday because I've started to stop doing gigs on Thursday. I've got offered gigs on Thursday and now I've done this fucking stream on a Thursday night that if people don't turn up, I'm going to change the day. Right? No threats. I'm not threatening you. Or guilting you, maybe slightly guilting you, but Thursday's our night now. Thursday's our night. It's happening. Okay? All right. Okay, cool. Right, I'm out of here. I'm going to go and get some more food, even though I've eaten my calories for the day. Okay, all right, bye. Oh, if you haven't already, please subscribe to my YouTube channel and to my Instagram and all that shit. You know what to do. Anyway, drop some comments. Love you. Bye.